think we're going live. I don't even know which screen is open. Somebody tell me if we're on because I can't see a damn thing. Are we on?
Yes,
We
yes.
are on.
Amazing! We are here, guys. And I am with my menorah. Okay, there's 9 crazy opportunities to light it up. And that's really not what the menorah is for, but I was doing that for my co-host Jasmine because she rocks. And it has been oh my gosh, one amazing and busy week of holiday awesomeness and business creation. And I want to say thank you to everyone for being here with us, whether you are watching us live or you're watching, actually, say live if you're watching us live. We want to know. And if you're watching on the replay, say replay. And by say, I mean right. Or you could do a video. That's cool too. And if you're in our Zoom audience, I just love the sound of that. If you can let us know in the chat which of these questions resonated most with you or someone you care about. And the first is, are you either unemployed or underemployed, or potentially, possibly even feeling a bit anxious about what the new year might bring? Does the idea of not having a steady job make you nervous about not having enough money to possibly pay your mortgage or your rent? Again, you or someone you know, write love or heart to represent that person. Is the industry you are in making you a bit afraid of how this new normal might impact you and possibly your family? And what if there were career opportunities available for you that are recession-proof, or better yet, COVID-proof? And that might be a testy word, which is why we don't have it in writing, but it is a word we still think about. Are you interested in hearing more, or do you know someone that maybe needs to hear more? And what if there were opportunities for growth, advancement, retirement income, and to even lead, train, or coach? If you had said yes to any of these because it applied to you or someone you know could benefit from getting this answer tonight, then you're in the right place. And if you don't find that any of these apply, please pack your bags and we will show you to another room. I thought Fiona just put her foot down, just so you know. She was like, okay, I'm done with that, mommy. And I'm really just kidding. You can stay with us. And before I introduce my incredible co-host, which is not Fiona, I wanted to say thank you to Eric for being part of the virtual magic. Those of you in the Zoom room, you've met Eric. He introduced us. And he has helped us pivot behind the scenes. And it takes a real pivotal person to help us continue on the trajectory of exponential growth and exponential impact. By the way, everyone's so quiet. I can't believe it, except for this one. And if you've had to pivot yourself or know someone who maybe needs to pivot in this new normal, given what's going on in their career or possible future career, if you could let us know whether you're seeing this on Facebook, YouTube, or outer space, wherever you're finding this. And by the way, before I introduce our co-host, I didn't tell you who I am, and that's pretty silly. So my name's Erica Rose Siegel. This is Princess Fiona. He's our Chief Operating Officer. And I am your grateful realtor, and I have the honor and the privilege of helping people achieve their dreams and buying real estate anywhere in the world. It's my 13th year in the business. I'm with Keller Williams, and I'm so grateful to be here with all of you, especially my co-host tonight, given everything we are working on in 2021. Starting now, not just to help people survive, but to help people thrive. So let's take a moment to show some love. Jasmine's like, I want to talk. I have so much to say, and I want her to talk. I'm going to stop. Just 12 seconds. And I want to take a moment and show some love for Jasmine or for anyone else that you know that's helping you thrive or has helped you in the past and create a new career path. And let's kick it over to Jasmine.
Hi, everyone. So I am so grateful to be here with all of you on our Celebrate Your Success Sunday series. If you don't know me, my name is Jasmine Yan. I am your super savvy shopper, and I'm here and blessed to be able to help people learn and educate about how to save money and earn money while shopping and to help create a career out of it, which is a perfect match for our grateful realtor Erica over here. And everyone out there stressing about money, health, and trying to create a little peace of mind for themselves, especially during these times. Our Sunday evening, Celebrate Your Success Sundays, is a series devoted for us to have real raw, real stories, real value about real estate, real financial gains about being a savvy shopper and saving lives. For those of you who might not know or who haven't heard yet, Erica and I are on a mission to make a positive impact on a minimum of 1 million homes that have been plagued by domestic violence in our lifetime. So please feel free to schedule a consultation with Erica because, as a realtor, she definitely has a plethora of knowledge and her resources are growing exponentially. So I know, and a couple of folks in the audience right here tonight might have an idea or a way to serve our community, just like both her and I are doing. So definitely share your ideas. If you have any thoughts or comments, please share it in the chat or on our Facebook Live comment section. And, we definitely want to hear from you. We're probably going to be reading some of our comments out loud in front of all of you. So remember, comment, like, and share this on Facebook because the world needs your gifts just like ours. And we want to give a chance, an opportunity to say thank you to all of you that are joining us live and all the individuals who are watching us on the replay on Facebook and just being a part of our movement and being here with us. So Thank you all.
Yeah. And thank you is an understatement. And the idea of having a question, having a comment as well, not as a way of saying thank you, or if you need clarification, you want to hear something more about some specific topic that you heard for future shows, don't be shy. We create this based on what we think you need. And this show is about celebrating your success. So you can write publicly, you can write privately, you can even schedule a consultation for either one of us, and let us know what you need to hear so we can help celebrate your success. Jasmine's been teaching in the classroom for 18 years, talk about pivoting, and been a shopping consultant for 5. Is that right, Jess?
Yeah.
Okay. And I taught in the classroom for 3 years and have been educating people about the real estate market for over 13. We're passionate about helping people, and we're excited to be here with you tonight. Yeah.
So to get our show going, right, we know Erica listed out a couple of questions. So with having those questions in mind, Erica, if there's one thing I know about you, thinking about those questions and the fact that you mentioned that this is a legit recession-proof opportunities, right, that you're talking about. You started a full-time real estate career after being laid off in 2008, which we know was really bad for the recession, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about your story? Like how you did it and why, your true why and why you changed careers.
So the how was I actually went to people I knew. So when I was laid off, I went to who did I know that I had a lot of connection with, a lot of relationship with. And I was working with the American Cancer Society for 2 years as a fundraiser, prior to that and teaching for 3 years. So I had a background of wanting to give, wanting to learn, and wanting to grow. So the last business meeting I had was the owner of a real estate company. So I went to him and said, hey, who do you know that's hiring? Who do you know that's like maybe has like a lot of money and wants to help me, like, write me a paycheck month to month so that I can, earn a living and just go, do something. And because I really need work. But I had such good energy. I wasn't like really pissed off. I didn't sit in like upset for very long. As a matter of fact, it was the day after I had a huge meeting with him, thanking him, celebrating him, and acknowledging his entire team for all the fundraising he did. So, and I just walked in like really curious, not realizing he was going to say, come work for me. And he owned a real estate company. And proximity is power, right? So if you have people that are in your world, I'm not saying, you have to become a realtor. You could become whatever you want. But who are the people that you knew that were in front of you or that are in front of you now and what are the things that you're doing that you love to do? And who believes in you? And who do you trust? Because at that moment, I could see he really believed in me. He believed in me for a long time. And I really trusted him and we trusted each other because we had a relationship together. He was my volunteer. And so when he sat with me and helped me see a future I couldn't see, I was like, wait a minute, I am educating people every day. And I am going to get to help people every day. And I am going to be able to take my teaching background and go and help people do fun things like buy and sell real estate. That's amazing. And I get to learn and I get to grow. And I never, ever stopped asking questions for a long time. And I loved the idea of teaching. So I took my passion and I just pivoted and started selling real estate. So we're talking about recession-proof. Now, again, if you find a product you love, you'll never work another day in your life if you actually continue not just to love the product, but also love the people you serve and love educating and love giving back. And that's what helped me pivot and do so well because I just kept I would do these things and I fundraise. I actually fundraise for the same organization that laid me off. And I raised more than 25% of my salary alone, with a team, but gave back, $13,000, $15,000 in 1 year. And I then sold a good amount of real estate in 2008, 2009, 2010. But I really loved people and helping people. And I didn't count dollars and cents. Yeah.
Well, I think that's amazing because a lot of people nowadays aren't in a situation where they're happy or they love what they do. Having a passion is so important. And you mentioned it, you wanting to educate people, regardless of the background of the education, right? Educating people is key for you. So that's one of the major reasons why. And I think that's what made you successful in the real estate world, because you continue to want to educate. You continue to want to help. You love giving back, and you are for sure a true teacher at heart. I know even today, you taught me a lot of things about real estate in general that I know I didn't know about because obviously I'm not a real estate agent, and even about businesses because I know you've done a lot of sales programs, things like that. So you continuously want to educate individuals and you continuously learning so that you can help educate, right? So if you are continuing to be an educator, how are you turning this passion and giving back and also educating into paychecks? Because for, obviously, you want to get paid on things that you're doing. And because of your passion, you are getting paid on it.
Yeah, I am getting paid on it. And I want to invite people to find out what their passion is. I mean, just earlier, Ellie and I were talking and someone had connected us and she was in a training, neuro-linguistics programming, some senior, very higher up about mindset. And it's not really what I do, right? It talks to me about real estate and I have the language, but when it comes to NLP, that's not my language, right? But got on the phone because someone in a community that I was involved in, I'm passionate about growing, I'm passionate about teaching, I'm passionate about learning. Terry Van Loo is my success circle buddy. Thank you, Joseph Varghese. We talk 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day. We had 45-minute calls this Saturday, I think it was. And, we're growing, we're adding value to each other. And so when you're turning your passion into a paycheck, you first need to find out what's your passion. And if you don't have your passion, you got to go find your people to get your passion. And then you got to find out okay, how can I turn this into money? And you must not look at your people as paychecks. Because I understand that every single one of you right now could actually be a paycheck for me. Like you could buy, you could sell, you could rent, you could invest, you could actually do essential oils with me. You could do something with Legal Shield. You could join Unblinded. I mean, you could hire me for something else that I don't even know that I can't see a blind spot. You might be like, oh, you could talk for me for an hour. I'll pay you 500. I'm in. But, you know, you want to find your passion. And if you lost your passion, you have to find the people that are in your, that are going to, you know, shift you back into that, you know, put your head on straight again. Because in this market, it's very possible. I mean, Dylan and I have spoken about, you know, people he knows, business owners, and their passion is no longer there. And it's heartbreaking to hear. And I'm like, my God, proximity's power, folks. If your passion ain't there, I assure you, nobody's going to want to do business with you. Absolutely no one. And trust me, that is what happened to me, you know, at some point in my career. It wasn't always like this. And just educating. I would create, I'm like looking at this Zoom crew right here. We've got a group of 9, and I would actually create prospecting sessions. We would have realtors show up to the office and listen to me be on the phone, cold calling, warm calling whoever. And then the owner of my company was like, oh my gosh, let's send other people to watch her. Once I knew I had an audience, then I said, oh, come join me. I want to teach you too. And because I knew people were shadowing me, like I know you guys are here now, I want to show up as the best me as possible. And then that makes you better. So when you are like thinking about me, Terry's one of the greatest mothers I've ever met on earth. You know, I know Zara cares about her family. I'm sure there's other people that care about their Jasmine. I mean, family. Dylan and I have spoken about family as other people I'm sure watching on social love their family. So if you have people counting on you in the business that you want to call your paycheck, whatever it is, and you're teaching them, you're helping them, you make more money. That's how I became number 1 out of 100 plus realtors. It wasn't because I was counting houses or commission checks. It's because I was counting on who's counting on me. And let's bring us together and let me continue to pour into you every single day. And we're going to do it virtually. Okay. And there were people in my house earlier with a mask. I was training that person, and they're not even with my company. Just wanted to make her better. So I invite you to find your passion. And someone's giving me a thumbs up. So whatever, whoever, thank you very much. Somewhere in a text, and just turn that into and counting, knowing that there's always people like this one sitting on my lap because I have good energy. If I'm in bad energy, she's running damn far. Right, baby doll? Yeah. And so we're going to go back to that is how, and I just love it. I could talk for hours, and I won't. Jasmine, I'm going to give back to you. What's our next question? What else do you want to know? Forget it.
Obviously, you know, when you were in that situation, right, where you lost your job, you know, you finally found a way to the top of the midst of the recession in 2008, like you mentioned. However, you know, you didn't stay there forever. You know, you legit had to dig yourself back, and we are beyond proud of you. Right. I know in previous episodes, you talk about like things you've gone through. So I would love if you could share any tips or resources you have right now for folks to not make the same mistake going forward. Because, you know, obviously we want to make sure we continue to rise versus like falling and picking ourselves up again, falling and picking ourselves up again.
Yeah, sure. So you might have noticed I did this really funny thing with my face because all of a sudden I think I was about to cry, and I was like, no, just maybe make a weird face. I won't cry. It works. Because I have tissues here and I have makeup on that don't know if it's waterproof. So I'd rather not cry. But yeah, I did fall pretty hard. And I didn't know if I could get myself back up. And it took a really, really long time. And there's about, I don't know, what do we have, 15, 16 episodes? It's not all about me, guys, I promise. Celebrate Your Success has been a 16, you know, I think there's, I don't know, 16 plus shows. And Eric will drop the link in the chat for you guys to watch and see and hear about, you know, Jasmine's had some moments, you know, or we've all had moments, right? But some really great things I want to share with you that exist now for us to be able to help people in, what are we, 2020? Yeah, it's like, what year are we now? 2020 for a few more days. Let's see. Well, weekly, if you're in real estate, yeah, a few more days. We have a real estate real raw open. Zara's been there. Ellie's coming tomorrow. Brian's coming tomorrow. Jasmine's coming tomorrow. If you're watching this and you're not registered for tomorrow and you're a realtor, you might want to come. It is a real raw practice about real estate. And that was one of the greatest gifts I gave myself, was to consistently show up as a leader in 2008 when I didn't know I was leading, but my owner of my company was like, you're doing well, we'll put you into leadership. So step into leadership, and then and show up to practice. If you want to get better at something, practice. So if you're a realtor, practice with other realtors. We can give you the practice schedule. We have the link. We can drop it in the chat. We'll drop it on social later. Show up to practice, whatever your practice is. Another thing, show up to save. What is, Jasmine? What's the name of the event? So I have to let you know that if you don't have people like Jasmine in your world and Eric in your world and Dylan, I mean, there are people on the chat, Terry, your world is missing important people. Because I might cry just thinking about how grateful I am for you guys. So I'm just going to squirt some, whatever this is called, lipstick in there, because I'm so grateful.
What you're talking about for Tuesday is saving businesses one relationship at a time.
Right. And so when I say the reason why I'm so grateful that's happened. So Mondays, we're doing real estate practice. That is huge. No cry, Erica. So Tuesday, we're doing saving businesses one relationship at a time. And this, my friends, is one of the greatest hacks that any business owner could have ever been gifted in their world. No matter where we are right now, we need to think differently. You need to be able to access, as a business owner, not sit and wait for someone to come into your storefront, not pray and hope that the phone will ring. You need to go out and you need to sell like you've never sold before, because this pandemic, this virus, this political whatever has given us some sort of gift. We'll call it gift. Life is happening for us, way we've never seen, for you to take control of your life. And if you want to be able to do that, you want to register for Tuesday, 2:00 to 3:30. I'm going to be interviewing some extremely powerful people that are going to show you how to market yourself, network, create opportunities like you've never seen before. Even if your business is about to close, I guarantee you'll have a new way of seeing things. Right, Jasmine? You've seen things you've never seen just by learning about it, right?
Yeah.
And then get a coach. I'm in many coaching programs. Get a coach, get buddies, get people, and find out what matters to you. If you want to work on your health, I have a health coach. Get coaching in whatever industry you're in. Folks, if you want to, real estate is recession proof. Okay. It truly is. So is being a shopping consultant, if you have the mindset for it. So is selling essential oils, because people need to calm down and remove toxins from their life. So is legal health, like everybody's going to get in trouble somewhere, might need representation. And I'm sure there's things I don't know. I mean, NLP, that's, people need mindset that's strong. Terry, coaching, real estate. I mean, get a passion. And if you don't have one and you're like, I'm lost, but you're looking for a guide, you can schedule a consultation with me and I can actually guide you to some of the people that are in front of me right now and the ones that are behind me, that are messaging me that I don't see, so that they can guide you into what's next for you. So those are some pieces I can leave you with. And also, get grateful.
And of course, our show, Celebrate Your Success, right? Because tons of people come on, just like all of you every day, right? And you constantly are learning. I mean, even for myself, Erica mentioned I'm a shopping consultant. I've been doing it for 5 years, but helping businesses, helping people with their health inside and out is an amazing feeling. And educating people on those things is even more amazing, and especially in their financial situations, right? So definitely having that passion. I agree wholeheartedly what Erica's saying, 100%, that I think no matter what you do, passion is the number one thing that's going to skyrocket your business. Because when you have passion, people want to be around you and people want to hear what you have to say, and people want to genuinely know who you are. So just keeping that in mind, I think, is your number one tip. That's what I'm getting from you, right?
Yeah.
So let us know, Eric, if there's any questions that are unanswered. Eric, in the chat or on Facebook, please let us know so we can answer some.
And if anyone also, while we're looking for them, questions or comments, if there's anyone who has anything that they want to add, pop off mute, a comment real quick, or an addition. And by the way, I really did mean to say this community, because this community causes me in a way that I've never been like forced to before to show up. Like there are days, guys, I might not shower for a few days, depending on how busy I am. And then I'm like, oh, it's Sunday. I got to make sure I look all right. And I'm not saying today's the best day. I definitely have showered, but this hair is a little crazy. But I am telling you that this community has been such a gift, and having a tribe like you guys is enormous for us and the impact we're looking to make in the world. So I want to, open it up. If anyone has any questions, has any things they want to add. I know there's some people here for the first time. I want to make sure that people got what they needed, and it's okay if you don't have any, but we're here for you.
So Erica, since we don't have any questions, what do you want to leave these fine folks with until next time?
Hold on, I'm going to my heart. Just 1 second. I'm going to bring the menorah with me. All right. So the first thing I want to say is, number one, don't be shy. And don't stop believing. And there's wax on me, so I'm going to put that down. And then also, I feel like I wrote a little reminder here, so let me make sure I don't forget. Oh, I got it. Okay, there was a little reminder in case. Okay, so if you're finding value in this information, share this video with friends, with families, with neighbors, via text, email, social media. And if there's something that you're like, hey, but I was hoping that, I was wondering if, I think that, would love to see, can I contribute? Can I engage? We spend a lot of time putting this together to think. And then behind the scenes with what's going on Tuesday, I mean, that is, wow. And then tomorrow, the Real Estate Real Raw, this is, if you want to add and be like, hey, can I have 2 minutes? Can I have a suggestion? This is your show. This is our show. So just let us know. You can schedule a consultation. Share your gifts. I mean, that's specifically if you have something to add to us, because this takes a village. And we're looking for people to be like, this is your show if you want to contribute in any way. And we have this cool Linktree with all our links, and you can just get all access to everything we're doing on there. And if there's something that you want to add that you're doing that we should know, you let us know. Share your referrals. If you know someone who's in real estate, if you know someone who's not happy with where they're currently working, or they need to they want to rise up in their business, they need some practice. Or if you know someone who's looking to buy, sell, rent, or invest anywhere in the world, make a move, cash out. You even know someone that potentially is struggling with their finances. I have spoken to half the people right in front of me about my situation of practically almost being homeless. Sorry, Dad, that is true. I don't know if my dad ever sees these shows. So Dad, P.S. Jasmine helped me 2 years ago. Last year I was feeding the homeless. And on Tuesday, the 29th, I will be helping businesses so they don't go homeless. So I am fine, Dad. Thank you very much. And I've never said that, I think, live to my papa. I love you. So, and yeah, just reach out and let us know. And questions, resources, feedback. We want to hear what we can do so we can add value to the show, to the world. And yeah, just to make this world a better place. If you don't realize how much right now business owners need us, you are missing out. Like the calls that I've gotten, and each of you is a business owner in your own right. If you work somewhere, if you run a household, Fiona, are you peeing on me? Hold on. Oh my God, this be awful. Hold on a second. Nope, she's good. Sorry, that was gross. And we're real, we're raw, and we're laughing, right? Woo! So that was scary. She just got really warm. I got nervous. So Terry's like, oh my goodness gracious, what's happening in the show? But the businesses that we called, and I have a script for you. Actually, I also want to let you know, Jasmine and I worked on this. It is not something where you feel like you're going to get a solicitor. It is something where if you say, you know what, Erica, I want to help my nail salon, my hairdresser, my mechanic, my flower shop, my favorite, eatery, dog walker, whatever, veterinarian. What do I say? Okay, just DM me. I will give you the script. It's already on Google Drive. Jasmine and I have crafted it, recrafted it, and we've seen it in action, and it's been effective. And it's using the unblinded sales mastery formula. It's using emotional rapport building, and it's using level 5 listening so that people really tell you what's really going on and they feel comfortable. And they know that I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and what you say matters, because what you say matters. So if you want that, you want to make a few phone calls and invite them to Tuesday, I will share it with you. Just DM me, ask me for the script. Get me the script, please. Just write that and I'll get it to you. And then just send me your email. And then if you want to practice with us, we're calling tomorrow, like real practice. We're calling neighborhoods and we're getting them on Tuesday. We're actually telling them, come join us. Because no matter what business you're in, if you have business owners around you that are all learning together and they get coaching from business strategists, coaching like business consultants, people who've pivoted like myself, people like Jasmine, who's actually has so much knowledge herself. And then a founder of a program that took a team from 3 million to 750 million, 0 to 500 salespeople in under 4 years. Restaurants don't know how to sell. They know how to keep their doors open for people to walk through. And neither do barbershops or mechanics or hairdressers. So if you can teach them on how to create raving fan clients and create lifelong business strategic partners, then guys, what you're gifting them is hope, is a future. You're keeping their dream alive and you're helping them pivot in the new normal. And then the next time when you get your hair cut or you get your nails done, you're not just going to get them talking in another language to another person, true story, or you're getting a car done. You're going to get like, hey, can I tell you what I'm learning in my program? Really, I love teaching. So it's like you're going to get coaching from your restaurant or your ice cream store or your cookie jar or whatever, not cookie store or whatever. So that's what I want to leave you with is, it's too sweet for me not to share, but I'm pumped. And you guys are very sweet to be here. So thank you. And Jasmine, you have a great show you're going to be giving us next week. And I want to make sure that we get a chance.
Yeah. So obviously, thank you, Erica, for this great evening. This is Jasmine Yan, aka your super savvy shopper, signing off for now, but not forever. We want to see you next week, next Sunday in the new year on January 3rd, 2021 at 8 p.m. for our Celebrate Your Success Sunday series, where we share all about the things you don't know that you need to know about shopping and real estate. And the topic that we will be discussing next Sunday is 10 tips for staying on a budget. In the new year, there's a lot of things happening, especially during this pandemic. We want to make sure that we have our money in the right places, making sure that we can solidify our savings, right? So come next week and learn about all the 10 different tips that you should need so that you can work on a budget, so that you can have money, so you could buy a home or sell a home or go on that vacation that you wanted to go to, or even legitimately say goodbye to a job that you're not happy with.
Yes, absolutely. You could say goodbye to a job you're not happy with, have the money and go after your, leave the job and go after your purpose.
Yes. It's a new way to start fresh.
Yes. So we're going to keep it fresh, keep it raw, keep it real. Until next time, this is your grateful realtor. This is Princess Fiona. Jasmine's like, what are you doing? You're throwing me off. You threw the cat in. And this is your super savvy shopper. And these are our amazing guests tonight. I'm going to put you down because you're choking me. And we will see you guys soon. Saying bye until next time, and thank you for being here.